Oh man, right in her face.
We got this all on the GoPro.
I
Confidence in my paddling.
I've had my GoPro MAX for more than a year now, and though it's responsible for one of the most popular videos I've ever posted to YouTube, I've only recently started to lean on it as my primary action camera. What you're watching now is a spherical video, known more commonly as 360 video, which will allow you to choose where to look by using your cursor on a desktop or your finger on touchscreens. On small devices, you can also move the device around you to change your view, which is very cool at first, but probably not the easiest way to watch a full video. If you have a VR headset, that's the absolute best way to watch this. Just download the YouTube app for whatever headset you use and search for this video by its title to truly feel surrounded by this world. My family joined a tour with Kitty Hawk Kayak and Surf School through the Kitty Hawk Woods Reserve Maritime Forest. They did not sponsor this video in any way. It just seemed like a great way to really show the value of spherical video in placing a viewer right inside the same world as the video was taken. The tour was 2 hours of casual paddling a still and windless creek. I wouldn't call this a highlights video because what made this tour special was just being surrounded by the maritime forest the whole time without needing any real paddling experience to enjoy it. It would be tough to say that one section of the video was especially different than another with a few exceptions. What you see now is mostly what I got for the 70 minutes or so my battery lasted. The main purpose of this video isn't really to show off the flooded forest, it's to show off the camera and its stabilization. I have the horizon lock feature on, so no matter what my kayak is doing, the horizon will remain in the same orientation that you've chosen for your view. This is an extremely powerful feature shared by most spherical cameras that really helps immerse you in the video just as you'd see it if you were there. If you pan to the front of the boat, you'll see where I'll be putting images and video clips of the camera and its features, which also shows how you can place other images and videos within your spherical video in editing. The GoPro MAX consists of two cameras, one on the front and one on the back. Their lenses give each of them a view of half of a sphere, and the camera's software stitches the two halves together into one continuous sphere. The stitching is better the farther you look from the camera, which is why you don't notice at all looking at the trees, but at times you'll see distortion in the blades of my paddle. You'll also notice the stitch line looking straight down because the camera is only about 9 inches off the deck of the kayak. If you're looking down, you'll probably also notice that one of the cool features most spherical cameras like the Max have is the way the video erases the mount beneath it. Of course, you'll see any large platform beneath the camera, like the mount I'm using to clip the Max to the bungees, but the 9-inch aluminum arm holding the Max level with my face is completely gone from view. Audio is recorded by a separate microphone on each of the Max's 6 sides, meaning the audio is also recorded in a sphere around the camera. If you haven't noticed already, the sound of my paddles entering the water is always right where you'd expect to hear it regardless of where you're looking in the video. It's most noticeable with headphones, and the fact that you might not have noticed it before I mentioned it is entirely the point. If the audio wasn't recorded this way, what you hear with your ears wouldn't match what you see with your eyes as you pan around, and that would be weird at best, unwatchable at worst.
like that GoPro. Thank you.
The Kitty Hawk Woods Reserve is 1,890 acres of maritime deciduous forest, maritime swamp forest, and interdune ponds. Its ridges and swales are actually made up of ancient sand dunes, which when studied revealed what the Outer Banks shoreline looked like throughout history. Though we didn't see any due to their nocturnal nature, this reserve is home to river otters. Alligators also lurk these waters, though not in as high a concentration as in the aptly named Alligator River nearby. It's obviously open to kayaking, and you don't need to go with a guide like we chose to do.
They're having fun. They seem like nice guys.
You'll also find hiking trails, some of which are only accessible by a 4x4. And hunting is permitted throughout for hunters with a valid state license as well as a special reserve authorization. One true highlight for us was the fun we had posing for a photo in front of the only covered bridge in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Despite its old-timey look, it was simply designed to look that way when a developer built it in 1992. The story is that the development was not completed due to tax problems, leading locals to call this the Bridge to Nowhere. This clip will look like family antics, and it is, but it really does show off how you can choose who or what to watch as the action is taking place.
Oh, be in the middle of the bridge.
Here, I'll help you guys. Oh, no. Just sabotage us.
Kim, when are you gonna learn that wherever I am is probably the best place to be
I'm sorry.
ever?
Sorry. That's very false. Okay, well, this is...
Yeah, just bring your boats together when you get close enough. Use those paddles as an extension of your arms.
See, I was already doing it. I'm a professional. I was already doing it.
Miss Dana, you're
Alright, I've done this.
Dana, forward.
do your best to grab her. There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Hands are really nasty. I'm sorry.
Go.
We got 2 and 2. We're right in the middle, guys.
Your paddle, there you go.
Grab on. Daisy chaining it. We're daisy chaining.
Nicely
Oh,
done.
sorry. Watch your face.
Nicely done.
We have a rainbow colored boat. That's right, Trent.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is impressive.
Well, just get them out of the boats and have them standing. And
Right. There we go. I don't want my ugly
Gloop.
mug. There we go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. All right.
yay!
Actually, say it one more time because you all seem like a really fun family. I want to do one fun one. I want you like a hands up like a roller coaster. All right. Hands
Tim almost went in. Tim almost did a roller coaster accident. All right, go forward, Mom.
It's not her. Bumper boats.
Get in front of me and I'll give you a push. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I have this all on video.
Oh my god.
There we go. All right, y'all can hang out back there for now.
Turbo charge!
Yeah!
Trying to give her a turbo boost on the back. Smash!
This is not funny. If it dumps me, I'm gonna...
It's not gonna dump you. These are very steady.
Let go!
These are super
Let go!
steady.
Honey, please let go. I hate you.
There's camera evidence of assault.
We were well on our way back by this point, which is a good thing because the battery soon died. As previously mentioned, the battery in the GoPro MAX lasted about 70 minutes, which is consistent with what I've experienced under a variety of conditions. You can certainly power it with an external battery for additional runtime, but you have to take the door off the side, exposing your ports to water damage. That's just not a risk I wanted to take on this trip. The other option for me would have been to bring a spare battery, then carefully swap batteries to get video of the whole tour, but again, the whole time I would have been doing that, the camera would have been at risk for water damage. As frustrating as I'm making that sound, 70 minutes of continuous recording is actually really good for a spherical camera. And most of the time you'd be using one, you'll have breaks into action to change batteries without fear of drenching the electronics inside. This was a less common use of the GoPro MAX, which is why I especially wanted to use it to feature this fantastic camera system. It's most commonly promoted and used to capture fast-moving action, like skiing and mountain biking, but it's a great way to capture much more leisurely activities like kayaking through a peaceful maritime forest. If you're interested in getting a GoPro MAX for yourself, using the links in the video description to do so will help the channel. Be sure to subscribe for more 360 videos showing off what the MAX can do. I really appreciate you watching The Tech of Tech, and I hope to see you next time.